It's set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He leaves this one for Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now Trubisky on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the on the ground. This is Rashad Penny. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Penny. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Penny, a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They pitch out to Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. 555.
They begin with a run by Penning, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Leopard, Leopard. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll begin the drive with Howard, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On first down, they run with Howard. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Howard with his sights on a 3rd straight 1,000-yard season to begin his career. Here's 1st and 10.
You see it? You see it?
1st down, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. It's Burton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Red, top.
Trubisky will throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Let's go, let's go. Red, top.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Eddie Goldman. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Lockett. That one goes for 24 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Back's mine.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold him down one more time and finalize things.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
You see it? You see it? Blue.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Blue.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! Hey!
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Watch him now, Barney!
time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Khalil Mack in there for this sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They get it to him running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the